Hi, welcome to Let's Go Rogue. I'm Chef Jeff. Right next to me, I have Chef Darren, who is our intern here at the Rogue Chef. Since I'm a private chef company, I go and travel to different places. I have other chefs. Later today, you'll see Mark, my sous chef, and they help me do and create tremendous meals for guests all over the Branson area, but also state of Missouri, and we'll travel to wherever you are. So today, I'm gonna turn the reins over to Chef Darren first, and then we'll see Chef Mark later. When we come back, Darren will take the show.
Welcome everybody. I'm Chef Darren with the Rogue Chef, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do your own puff pastries and eclairs with a homemade pastry cream. So to start off, we're going to be making our pastry cream, which will happen on the stovetop here in just a moment. But in front of us we have our ingredients, which are some milk and heavy cream. I have sugar, cornstarch, and a little bit of flour, 5 egg yolks, and then we have some butter and some vanilla paste. And those are just going to get combined. I'll show you how to do that. And when we come back, I'm going to show you how to get this all made together so that way it can become the perfect pastry cream. So here we are at the stovetop. We're going to be combining our heavy cream and milk into a pot, followed by the dry ingredients, and get that all well incorporated. Have this on a low medium heat so that way it doesn't get too hot, but warm enough that everything will combine well. I'm just gonna make sure we get that all mixed in nice and well. And then once you have all those dry ingredients well incorporated into your liquids, we're going to slowly add our egg yolks and make sure each egg yolk is fully incorporated. Once you have the egg fully incorporated, you're going to keep this on a low medium heat and let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it begins to thicken. When we come back, I'll show you what to do after it's begun to thicken, and we'll finish making the pastry cream. As you can see here, we have our pastry cream starting to thicken up nicely. And so we are just going to take this and transfer it to our bowl over here so that way we can start to cool it down. And when we come back, I will show you how to add in the vanilla as well as the egg.
Welcome to Branson Family Retreats, where unforgettable memories are made in the heart of the Ozarks. Nestled beside the sparkling waters of Table Rock Lake and surrounded by the scenic beauty of the Ozark Mountains, our luxurious vacation homes are built for family, friendship, and fun. Whether you're planning a weekend escape, a family reunion, or a retreat with friends, Branson Family Retreats offers the perfect setting. Step inside and discover beautifully appointed homes with king-sized beds and ensuite bathrooms, spacious kitchens featuring Keurig and KitchenAid appliances, and cozy living spaces designed to bring everyone together. The fun doesn't stop indoors. Game rooms equipped with pool tables, foosball, poker tables, and arcade games bring out everyone's playful side. Outdoors, enjoy private hot tubs, fire pits, deck slides, gas grills, and large patios, ideal for gathering under the stars. Our properties are located in top-tier communities with access to indoor and outdoor pools, playgrounds, walking trails, and lake access. Plus, many homes are dog-friendly and wheelchair accessible, so no one gets left behind. And when it's time to explore, you're just minutes away from Branson's biggest attractions: Silver Dollar City, Branson Landing, live shows, golf courses, and lake adventures are all right at your doorstep. Choose from a variety of homes, from the elegant 4-bedroom Canyon Retreat to the spacious 11-bedroom Double Pineapple. Each one crafted for comfort, connection, and unforgettable experiences. At Branson Family Retreats, it's more than just a place to stay. It's a place to reconnect, recharge, and create lasting memories. Book your next getaway now at bransonfamilyretreats.com.
Welcome back. Now for the final step of our pastry cream, now that we've gotten transferred to our bowl, we're going to take our butter and vanilla paste and get that all put in here. And we're just going to slowly mix it until the butter fully melts and combines. Then once it's all combined and melted, we cover it with a bit of plastic wrap, set it in the fridge for an hour or until it's fully cool, and then it's ready to use. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna get started on the choux dough. So here we have a stick of butter that's been melted in a pan. To that we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar, granulated white, as well as half a cup of water and a half cup of whole milk. Gonna get those heated up a little bit, incorporated with each other. And then once it's all mixed together, the sugar's all been melted, we're going to take 1 cup of flour and slowly add it in, mixing it together, and that is what's going to create our dough, or the start of our dough. So we're gonna get this all mixed together, and when we come back, I'm gonna transfer it over to a KitchenAid mixer and show you how to finish making the dough. Welcome back, everybody. So we got that flour all mixed in together. You know it's done whenever you can form a little ball in your pan with your dough. And so once that's ready and been cooked for just a few seconds, you're gonna take it, transfer it into your mixer with a paddle attachment, and then to cool it down a little bit before we add the egg, put it on low, just that way some of that extra heat can be released, so we're not gonna curdle the eggs right away. And then from here, you're gonna wanna slowly add the eggs, about 1 at a time, but just in a steady stream works, and let it fully incorporate. When you get down to about the last egg's worth of the egg, you want to start adding it slower because you may not need all of it. Now, when you are mixing this, it will start off originally looking kind of like a little bit of a soupy scrambled mess, but the more you mix it and the egg starts to cook with that residual heat, it will start to come together and form that sticky, glossy choux dough that we need. So when we come back, I'm gonna get this transferred into a pastry bag, and I'm gonna show you how to pipe it onto a sheet tray so you can get ready to bake. So we've put our choux dough into a pastry bag. I've gone ahead and piped a little so you can see, and I'm gonna show you how to make them. So for your traditional cream puffs, you're going to start in the center and hold it there, and just do a small kind of pile of it that's about 1 inch in diameter. And you wanna make sure to leave about 1 inch, 1.5 inches between it and the other ones around it. And you'll just go around, make all of those. And then this dough is actually very versatile. You're able to use it for multiple things. Alongside cream puffs, you can also do eclairs, which over here, you're gonna do very similar process. However, you're going to start at one end and you're going to slowly work your way towards you as it fills up and makes that almost log shape. And then whenever you get to the end, you'll release the pressure of the bag and then go back in towards itself. And you just will do that for eclairs. And then the point of the choux dough is it is a very rich dough that whenever it bakes will create a hard shell on the outside, but allow for a hollow pocket of air on the inside, which you are then able to fill with your pastry cream or any other filling of your choice. You can also use this dough to make churros, a very common use for this dough. For that, you would just take the same pastry bag, add a little extra flour to the dough, so it's a little bit thicker, and then you will attach a star attachment to the tip of the bag, so that way you get those signature ridges that you're able to put the cinnamon and sugar in. Then after you've gone through and you've gotten all of the choux dough piped out onto your trays, you're gonna take a little bit of egg mixed with some water for basic egg wash, and just lightly brush it over the top of each of them. You don't have to worry about it being super fancy. This is just gonna help make it a little bit more GBD, golden brown delicious, as it bakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and we're gonna put them in the oven for 400 degrees at 20 minutes. And then we will lower the temperature without opening the door to 350 for another 10 minutes until they are golden brown and fully puffed up. When we come back, I'll show you those, as well as we will fill the pastries with our pastry cream.
Hi, you just saw Darren. Here's Mark, my sous chef, and he's going to be making some pasta dough for you from scratch. It just show you how easy it is to make a good simple pasta dough, and to stuff and make a ravioli with a nice little filling. Maybe we'll do some toasted ravioli at the end. So When we come back, Mark's gonna have the show.
Looking for the real taste of Branson? Dive into localflavourbranson.com.
Hey y'all, I'm Michelle and this is Local Flavor right here in beautiful Branson, Missouri, Branson's favorite comfort food. You've got to come and try us. We have hand battered chicken fried steak, chicken fried chickens, and you cannot leave town without trying our homemade onion rings.
Your digital plate full of the best bites, sips, and experiences this Ozark town has to offer. From down-home diners and hidden gems to local food trucks and chef-driven favorites, we showcase the flavor that makes Branson unforgettable.
The best burgers around, so come and see us right here at Local Flavor, 2830 West 76 Country Boulevard.
Whether you're just visiting or call it home, discover where locals eat, play, and connect. Fresh, local, and always delicious. This is your flavor map. Explore more at localflavourbranson.com.
Hey, I'm Chef Mark. I'm with the Rogue Chef. Today we're just gonna make a simple pasta dough. Very, very simple to do. You need 4 ingredients, that's it. We're gonna start with 300 grams of flour. Make sure it's 300 exactly. Don't try and do cups when you're making pasta dough. It won't work out. 300 grams is 300 grams always. If you're using a cup, my 1 1/4 cup might be different than your 1 1/4 cup by packing it in and all that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna do 3 whole eggs, 2 egg yolks, a splash of olive oil, and salt. And that's all we're gonna need for this. So what you do is, we're gonna make the old Nona's way with a well, and you can use a bowl. I'm gonna use this bowl, and you just simply just do this. When you're left, you have a well inside. So now we put our eggs in, and you don't want any holes, because when this egg leaks out, it goes crazy everywhere. Pinch of salt, and I like to add a splash of olive oil. You don't have to do it. I just think it makes it a little bit more velvety texture. Let me find a fork. All right, then we're gonna crush our egg yolks and try and keep that in the well as much as you can. And then once all it's crushed, you're just gonna keep going slowly and keep adding from the edges of your well into the egg. Pasta seems like a lot of work, and it is, but just think about like you're getting rid of your calories before you eat it. It takes a little bit of time and a little bit of love, but it's way better than any boxed pasta you can buy. You just slowly add your flour into your egg mixture, and you'll see it starting to come together. And again, don't be afraid to get messy while making pasta. You're gonna have flour everywhere. You'll find it a few days later. It does get messy. I have 5 kids, and we love making pasta together, and I swear I find flour a week later in spots you wouldn't even think it would be. All right, and then so once you have this almost scrambled egg look to your egg, you can go ahead and then put a tail in there. And then what I like to do is get a bench scraper and then cut this stuff up. You'll just keep working it and working it and working it until you have a shaggy dough, and always pull in your flour back to you. When I first started making this, I thought, man, there's no way this is gonna come together, but just give it time, keep working it, it will come together, I promise, every time. I've been using this recipe for a long time now. And we're almost to like a biscuit dough. And that's what you want. Get that egg everywhere in there. Again, this is very simple. The well trick, everybody knows it now. I'm guessing. You've seen it on the internet like we're doing here. All right. So once that's all together, we're gonna start forming our dough. Just keep pulling it into you. And it will be a little bit wet still, and that's perfect. That's what we want, because we want to pick up all this dough. Stick into your hands, that's okay. It will come off once we get it all worked together. Now, this is the hard part of making dough, the kneading part. Keep working this in here, and this is the longest process. It takes at least 10 minutes to do this, and you keep going and keep going. So what I'm doing is, with my left hand, I'm turning it, putting it back to me, and my right hand, I fold up and over and push down, just like that. You're gonna keep doing this until you have a soft dough. So when we come back, I'll have a soft dough ready for you, and I'll show you how to use the pasta roller attachment on the KitchenAid. Hey, welcome back. We're gonna finish up making our pasta dough. It has rested now, and you want it to rest about 1 to 3 hours. If you need to do it overnight, wrap it really airtight in a plastic wrap, and then stick it in the fridge. It's good for 1 to 3 days that way. All right, so now the messy part. We're gonna take some flour. We're gonna get it everywhere, just like a painting, a futuristic painting. And then I like to cut mine into 4s, and you can cut it for however many you're doing, but I like to do it in 4s. So we'll just cut it in 4 like this. And then a very important part, so it doesn't dry out, is to put it back in the plastic wrap with a little flour on there, then it won't stick together. But make sure it's just airtight again. Put it to the side, then your dough won't get dry. All right, next part is we're gonna flatten this out. You can use a rolling pin, but right here I have a bottle of wine ready that we're gonna use for our filling for the ravioli. So you just want it flat enough to fit into your pasta shaper on the KitchenAid. So just like this, just flat. We're gonna turn this thing on, and always make sure flour goes in here too. Flour everywhere. On the KitchenAid attachment, there are numbers 1 through 8, okay? Start on 1, it's the whitest setting, and that will get you started on the dough. And so what you're gonna do is just feed it through here. It's okay if there's edges that aren't even to begin with. And what I like to do in the beginning is make sure every time you go through, there's gonna be little crevices in there. And what you want to do is make sure the dough is in those crevices, because it's going to work itself through there. We're going to run this through 2 or 3 times, and once it gets to where it doesn't go through anymore, then we will turn the dial to number 2, and you just keep counting up from there. It's real simple. All right. So now we're going to turn it to number 2, and as you can see, flour still in the crevices, so we're doing good. That's what we want. This will just keep getting thinner and thinner and thinner. When you work with pasta, you'll know too, if this was sticking, you'd want, of course, more flour. It'll make it not stick as much. But if you do the recipe right, it shouldn't stick at all. And when you put it through the roller, it's probably hard to see from here, but what you want to do is make sure it's completely even. And when you're handling pasta, back of your hands, okay? So now we're going to go to number 4. Put a little bit more flour on there. And then you can, at this point now, you can just let the KitchenAid do its thing. Just let it go. It'll roll up real nice. And for ravioli, and this pasta actually will make any pasta. You can do spaghetti, fettuccine, really anything, pappardelle. All of it's really good. So now we're gonna go to number 5. And for ravioli, I like it a little bit thicker. So 5 or 6 is pretty good on ravioli. You want fettuccine, you're gonna go a little bit more, to about 6 or 7. And you can see it just folding up on itself. It's perfect. That's what you want. Then what I like to do is, I don't know if the camera can see my hand through the light right there. When you can see your fingers through the light, that means your pasta is ready to go. And when we come back, I'll show you how to fill the ravioli and cap them off.
Ms. Emma's Foundation uplifts those with hearing impairments by providing hope, educational resources, and financial assistance for medical expenses. Ms. Emma serves as our personal brand icon, symbolizing the resilience and spirit of children and adults alike who face hearing impairments. She embodies the heart and soul of the mission of our organization. Your generous donations play a crucial role in supporting not only Miss Emma's journey through the help to cover medical expenses, travel needs, but also contribute to broader mission of awareness about living with hearing impairments. Your contributions directly fund essential hearing devices, accessories, and medical care, and they also help facilitate educational opportunities for others facing similar challenges. Every donation makes a meaningful difference, improving lives and fostering understanding. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back. Chef Mark here with the Rogue Chef, and we have our pasta laid out. And what I have underneath here is a ravioli cutter. We're gonna try this out today. But you place one sheet of pasta over it, press it down, and then we're gonna fill it. And today I made a Italian sausage. Usually it's a beef or a veal filling, but we're Rogue. We like to do things a little bit different. We have spinach in here, ricotta, and a ground Italian sausage. And then you can flavor it whatever you like. I like to use wine, lemon, all that kind of stuff, garlic, shallots. All right, now that we have it filled, we're gonna put this other piece right over it and try and line it up on your cutter as best as you can. And then give it a little squeeze. What that will do is try and get all the air pockets out, because you don't want a ravioli with air in it. It'll either pop or it won't taste good. Water gets in there, not too good. All right, now we're gonna flip it like that and press. And so you just cut off the ends, and you can save that for more dough. You can run it back through. You can make pretty much anything with that. We're gonna take this off now, and these never really fully cut, but they give you a line, and that's really good to do. And then you can just take a pizza cutter and just do this, just like this. Move your trimmings out of the way. But what that will do is seal it, and it'll give you a nice little ravioli just like this. And these look great. All right, when we come back, we'll be showing you how to deep fry a ravioli. All right, welcome back. We're gonna deep fry our raviolis now. It's a simple dredge. They're already full of flour from making it. So if you didn't have flour on here like this, you would have another bowl of flour. It's called a 3 dredge station. Flour, egg, and then I'm using panko crumbs with some Italian seasoning and some Parmesan in it. Just dip it in there real good. Make sure every crevice has egg on it. Then we're gonna come in our panko. And I like to just give it a little tiny squeeze, not too much because you don't want to bust the ravioli. And that's what she'll look like when she's done. So then you get a heavy bottom pot. This is a hex clad, so it's good to go. Fill it about halfway full of vegetable oil. You don't want to use olive oil, it will burn. So a higher smoke point oil will work just great. And we're gonna slowly drop these in here, and it's at 350 degrees. Don't be scared of it. You want to wiggle it around just a little bit so it'll set. And this should take minutes to cook. The pasta, it's not like boxed pasta. It doesn't take too long to cook. If you weren't toasting it and you just wanted to make the ravioli in boiling water, salt the water really well, like the ocean. And then what you'll do then is put the ravioli in there and they'll plume up just a little bit. And about 2 to 3 minutes, they're finished. Your filling is already cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. And when we come back, we'll show you the end result. All right, welcome back. We have toasted our ravioli now, and we're gonna add some Parmesan Reggiano to finish it off. It's one of my favorite cheeses. Salty, a little sour, a little nutty, so good. Put as much as you want on there. I like a lot. All right, Jeff, you wanna try it out?
Yep.
There we go.
Hot, but very
Crunchy,
crunchy,
chewy.
This is a direct copy and a rogue way to do a St. Louis classic toasted ravioli. And you can dip it in marinara sauce.
Alfredo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alfredo.
Yep.
This is good. So coming up next, we got Darren to finish his puff pastries.
Meat and potato kind of guy. I know what salt is. Salt is salt.
Oh no, you have not tried Tough Mama salt.
I haven't.
Let's just start with this. Do you like bacon?
I love bacon.
Then you should try our maple bacon salt. Open your hand up.
Wow, that tastes just like bacon.
I know, and here's the best thing about it. All of our salts are sea salts. So they have, on average, 20% less sodium, and they have all the minerals in it, like potassium, magnesium, iron, things that our bodies need. It is missing from that. It's been burnt out. There's no minerals left in that. Plus, it's iodized. Hey, iodine salt tastes like metal. Do we want to have food that tastes like metal?
I sure don't.
No. And you know, the nice thing is if you eat seafood or dairy, you're probably already getting your iodine, but talk to your healthcare practitioner for that. But let me tell you a little bit more about Tough Mama salts. We have 26 different salts. All of them are pure. They're sea salts. They have their minerals. Let's talk a lot about some of my favorites, like this one, French Garden. This is rosemary, lemon, and garlic. It is absolutely delicious on turkey or chicken, or I like to put it in olive oil and dip breads into it.
You had me at bread.
Not bad, right?
I feel like I'm in France.
There you go. Now,
Delicious.
do you like barbecue?
Meat potato kind of guy, duh.
I knew you did. So let me tell you about one of my smokiest barbecue salts. This is called Ozark Campfire Salt. This salt is smoked for 7 days. There's no liquid smoke in it, and it is decadent.
Wow. Smells just like a barbecue.
Look at that. You can put that on ribs, on brisket, on burgers. I even put it in the crock pot with a beef roast, and it tastes like you smoked it.
I would put that on prime rib, I think, too.
There you go.
Yeah.
You still think salt is salt?
I don't think salt is salt. I
Nope.
don't.
Now my question is, do you like spicy foods too?
I do.
How spicy?
Not habanero spicy. Probably a little bit less than that.
Okay, so we're not gonna get you in on our Fear the Reaper salt, which is the world's hottest.
Have me
spiciest
sweating already.
salt. But I will tell you, this one is so spicy that a spoon, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, would heat up a 5-gallon pot of chili. That one will definitely put hair on your chest.
Should I sign a waiver before I eat that one?
I would recommend it.
Okay.
All right. 26 different salts from Tough Mama Salt Craft. We are the purveyors of gourmet salt right out of Branson, Missouri. And we are honored to be a part of the Rogue Chef cooking show. We even made 4 salts just for them. And we have a boozy bacon. If you like bacon, we have a boozy version too. We have a wildwood salt for the Rogue Chef, which has got our mushrooms, wild porcini, shiitake, wood ear. It's so good. We have a beer salt. This one is Brewer's Blend. It is absolutely delicious.
Could I put that one in my beer cheese?
It would be delicious on
Okay,
beer cheese.
perfect.
Yes. And then I think I got them mixed up here. No, I didn't. This is tequila lime. Tequila lime salt is so good on hot wings. I love it on that. Gives it that limey flavor. It's also delicious on shrimp. So these are the Rogue Chef salts, and we hope you'll see us on toughmama.com, where you can order and have them shipped anywhere in the U.S.
Salt is not salt.
Welcome back, everybody. We have our pastry cream here in a piping bag ready to go, as well as our pastries came out of the oven nice and puffy. And so I'm going to show you how to fill them. For starters, we're going to start with the cream puffs. So they created a nice little air pocket, and so you can fill these one of two ways. I'm going to show you my personal favorite way. It looks better for presentation, as well as you can add a little bit more pastry cream in them. You're going to find a little crack in them, and you're slowly going to pull that open to reveal the inside that's hollowed out. Then you'll just take your piping bag of pastry cream and fill it up about as much as your heart desires. Then once you have it filled, you just bring that top back over, push it down a little bit, and then you have that filled up for you. And then for the eclairs, you can fill these up. My personal favorite way is to take a knife, and you're gonna poke into the end and work your way through just to make sure it's all released, opened up for you. And then do the same on the other end. And then from there, you're just gonna take your pastry bag and stick it in the end, go about halfway through, and you'll start filling it up, work your way back, and then you'll repeat the process on the other side. That way you fill it up evenly with pastry cream throughout, instead of just having spots that have some and spots that don't. And there you go. So that's how you can make your own puff pastries at home. And to finish them off, you can either top them off with a little bit of powdered sugar or dip them in chocolate on the top to get just that little extra sweetness with it, whatever you prefer.
I'm Chef Jeff, Chef Darren, Chef Mark. I want to thank you for watching this episode. Thank our sponsors, Tough Mama Salt Crafts, Local Flavor, Nika's Olive. Don't forget to ask for your discount by saying Go Rogue. The Philly Food Truck, Miss Emma's Foundation, and most importantly, Branson Family Retreats for letting us use this beautiful kitchen and this beautiful house for filming our series. And then look for our cookbook coming out on Amazon and through Barnes & Noble. And also don't forget to order our salts on our website and our coffee, our Rogue Roast, which is a whiskey infused coffee. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.